The landslide is still fresh, so is this family's horror. The slope has simply been gone for the last 2 weeks. Fortunately, no one was injured. Still, the landslide was an alarm signal, not for the first time here on eastern Uganda's Mount Elgon.
This really reminds us of the urgency to protect our environment, restore the degraded landscapes, but most importantly, empower farmers to ensure that the agriculture they are practicing is sustainable to reduce the climate-related disasters, but also contribute to their livelihoods.
Local farmers have cut down trees on Mount Elgon to make room for fields. A quarter of the forest on the extinct volcano slope has been lost over the years, even though a large part of the area is actually a nature reserve. The consequences? Erosion and damage to the ecosystem. The NGO Bees and Trees wants to reverse the trend. Founder Stephen Bright Sakwa has brought seedlings of native trees, free of charge. The NGO is mainly financed by donations. Beehives are also given away. A reason to be happy, because everyone benefits, the people and the environment.
What we are doing is to motivate farmers to reintegrate trees in their farms. And how are we doing this? We fundraise, give them modern beehives, as well as trees which act as forage for the bees. Now the bees are an incentive for the farmers to plant the trees because they know for the bees to make honey, they need nectar as well as pollen from the flowers bared by the trees.
It is almost the cheapest activity to do. You can do it even if you have little capital.
Indirectly, the new trees will help to earn an additional income. Sakwa wants to convey this to the villagers, a change in mentality compared to the mindset that led to the environmental crisis. The consequences of landslides can be seen everywhere. In future, the new trees should help to better hold the earth in place.
When we plant these trees, they play a role of binding soils together. We plant the trees and we don't just plant them, we grow them, we monitor them, we track them, we map each and every tree that we plant.
Landslides often occur during heavy rains. The deadliest incident was in 2010. The Nametsi slide claimed the lives of more than 300 people. Many people lost their homes and fields back then, and some of those affected are still waiting for help.
For those who are living downwards here, their lands have gone. If they can give some help of land, of housing,
I will be very grateful if they give me another place to be.
The soil on Mount Elgon contains a lot of clay and therefore absorbs a lot of water. Together with deforestation, this is a fatal combination.
So two things come to play. The natural parameters, or the so-called the nature of the slopes, but also the pressure that comes from the communities themselves.
Now, everything is supposed to get better with the help of bees. Around 60 households in the village of Ukukiri and the surrounding region have started beekeeping. They are being trained by Bees and Trees and supported with equipment free of charge. What an adventure! Putting on a protective suit for the first time, or calming the bees with a special smoke in the middle of the forest.
The bees come and get the nectar or the honey, the nectar, which they go and start forming the honey. So those things, the trees and the bees go hand in hand. Without a tree, you can't have a bee.
The will to protect the forest is growing to the extent that families can make a better living from beekeeping. Stephen Bright Sakwa's NGO also helps them with marketing.
We buy the honey from them, add value, and sell to final consumers. The market price for honey at farm gates is 18,000 shillings, Uganda shillings. Yes, but for us, we buy it from farmers at 25,000. So that gives them another incentive and a motivation.
We need to change the mindset. We have to support these local communities to appreciate their own environment first, and then give them the interventions that really they can appreciate and take on, that even beyond the intervention period, they can sustain them into the future.
More than 5,000 trees have been reforested on Mount Elgon in the past 2 years. That's not much compared to what was lost, but at least it's a start.